Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the expansion Boston Blazers. And we had quite an improvement over last season's train wreck. And I think that deserves a like. So drop the video a like if you would. We were 59 and 103 last year. We had an 18 game improvement, 77 and 85. Again, that deserves a like, so drop the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't. That's all. That's it. Let's move on. So 77 and 85. You can see last 2 months we were really good. 31 and 22 over the last 2 months of the year. Really, it was July. That 8 and 21 July. July and April. July and April, 17 and 38 those 2 months. We were pretty good otherwise. We take a quick look at the team stats. Pitching-wise, Christian Little had a really good rookie year, 11 and 13, but a 3.86 ERA, 3.96 FIP, 1.14 ERA plus. Was really good and is slated to probably be our ace next year. Isaiah Jackson, electric stuff. 166 strikeouts and only 120 innings. If he can stay healthy, and that control does peak at a 40 or 45 or something. I mean, he could be looking at 250 strikeouts a year if he pitches 200 innings. Patrick Murphy was okay as our setup guy. I mean, two wins, nothing to shake a stick at. Caleb Gilbert was okay as our number 5 starter, slightly above average. Juan Then, I think he's better suited as a reliever. He was a starter for us half the season last year. He was a starter this whole season. So hopefully we can find another starter and we can make him a bullpen guy next year. Ojeda was really good. It's going to be, I haven't looked to see what we can do with him yet, but he led the league in appearances. I guess he was okay. Put up a 1.37 ERA plus. I mean, that's really good. But I don't know that I can afford right now to pay $8 million, although we do have some money. Pay $8 million for a reliever, so we'll just sort of see how it goes. Doval was okay. Tanner Burns, not great as a swing guy, but looks like he had a couple of decent starts down the stretch, so there might be something there. And then the rest of the pen was as they were. Riley Gilliam was our worst pitcher. He is a potential trade chip here. You can see 4.62 ERA at a negative WAR. He was a 95 ERA plus, so he wasn't great. And he's turning 29, and he's ARB eligible, so we may look to move him. The rest of the bullpen was average to. I mean, you look at some of these ERA pluses; they're really good. Some FIPS are pretty high, so yeah. I mean, we've got the makings, right? We've got a couple. I think we have at least one injured pitcher still. Yeah, McCade Brown. Once he comes back, that'll help. So we've got quite a bit of young starting pitching talent, and the bullpen's fine. Offensively, things are starting to come together here with some of the players we have. Noel V Marte with just a fantastic rookie season for us. 24 home runs, 74 knocked in, put up 4 WAR, was 112 OPS plus, put up almost an 800 OPS, was very above average defensively, so Marte with a great season for us. Kyle Manzardo was an absolute revelation. I don't know that he'll be able to to match this going forward, but a 970 OPS, 155 OPS plus, 3.5 WAR. So we'll ride him as long as we can. Jesus Galiz had a fantastic rookie season for us. Everything we could have wanted after trading our starting catcher this past season. 800 OPS. I mean, he was really good. He even stole 11 bases, so very happy there. Laureano settled in and ended up having a really good year and was very good out in right field. So as long as we leave him in right, he's fine. I'm completely happy with him. We get him for next year at $3 million, so 2.5 WAR at $3 million. Sure, sign me up. Arias did exactly what we needed him to do. That average is really light. I don't know that he's ever going to hit enough, but 20 home runs out of the number 8 hole while playing elite shortstop. I'm totally fine with that. Waters really struggled with us this year. But he's still young, still making the minimum, so hopefully he bounces back next season. Kevin Biggio did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Hit about 230, put up about a 2 WAR, 25 home runs. His defense wasn't very good, though, so maybe finding an upgrade at third base is something we need to do here going forward. Senzel also wasn't very good, and he wasn't good in the outfield either. So if he's not hitting and he's not fielding, I don't know that he's got a spot for us. So we'll see what options are available in free agency and see if we can make a difference there. Juan Arredondo, defensively, I mean, team catcher's ERA was 370, so no complaints there, and he absolutely provided some offense. 500 slugging, 10 home runs on the year, so our catching situation's pretty solid. Beretta's playing too much. I don't want him starting that many games, but still put up a 1 WAR because he's just great in the outfield. I mean, look at his zone ratings and his efficiency in left and center. He's just fantastic. Compton got some playing time. We brought him up in October or September, I guess. Didn't hit for much power, but 831 OPS, so he might be that option at third base. We'll just have to see how it goes. Sabato we got from Tampa in the Drew Waters deal. We called him up. He didn't really hit much. Jackson, he's on there because he's got some hitting ratings. Colton Cowser was really bad to the point where we ended up benching him. So he may, our starting outfield next year could be Laureano, Waters, and Senzel. We may end up moving Colzer. And then Alcantara is done. Prospects. Jody Large was our number 1 pick this season. And he absolutely destroyed high A ball. So he's going to start next year in AAA. He may actually be up next year, depending on how he develops here this offseason. He may be our starting center fielder next year, and he's that good. We talked about Jackson. Cantero's still a ways away. He's just not developing quickly. Veloso is in the international complex. Little, Brown. Yeah, I mean, all these guys are already up, so we've already gone over all of them. Wilfredo Aguirre, I think, was our 2nd-round pick a couple years ago. Our 2nd-round pick last year, and he's 82nd. We have him in low A. He's probably going to start higher than that. I mean, he looks to be pretty solid, too. So it's just a ton of pitching talent on our team. Carter Jensen is another one I'm excited about. He's coming along. He'll be in AAA next year. He'll likely be up the year after that. So we're going to have just a lot of catching depth. Reinhard Hauser is another, he was a scouting discovery. Never going to strike a lot of batters out, but he's got 2 really good pitches, decent forkball. We'll go slowly with him because he's 21. So, yeah, we got a lot of prospects. We are in decent shape here. So let's take a look at our mail, because I don't think I've even done that yet. I guess I did. But, yeah, so we have a team payroll of $90 million. So we have a little more money. The Angels won the World Series over the Dodgers, because of course they did. Okay, so let's go to arbitration, and we got a ton of ARB offers that we have to deal with. And we'll let all these guys go. I think we have enough young players in the minor league system that we don't need to re-sign these guys. So we'll start with one. Then he only wants $1 million. I think that's a no-brainer. Doval wants 1. He wants $1 million as well. I think I'm good with that. Yeah, most of these offers are really, really cheap. Fuentes, he's valuable as us. He's not interested in discussing with us. Okay. Hamilton wants 1.3. I'll hold off on that for a second. Murphy wants 1.5. I'm okay with that. So 1.4 like that. Only take one. No, so it's got to be 1.45. Ojeda, will skip him for a second. Taylor, we'll sign him, and I think we may try to move him. Although, I mean, if we have all these relievers at $1 million, I mean, it's nothing. Gilliam, we're going to try to move. Contreras, we're going to withdraw the offer from him. Alcantara, we're going to withdraw the offer from him. Arias we'll talk to in a second. Kauser, 997, sure. So we'll offer him 955. Again, we may try to move on from him. Beretta's at 1-3. I think that makes sense for what he brings to the table. And then Mangum is interesting because he's also very good defensively. I think we may sign him as well. I don't know if he's going to want to sign. I don't know if he's going to want to talk to us. Yeah, he doesn't want to, because we had him in the minor leagues, and I don't know. I mean, he's if we didn't have Beretta, Mangum would be. See, Mangum is a better hitter and he's a better base runner. He's just not quite as good defensively. So maybe we trade Beretta and hang on to Mangum. All right, let's go back and so we'll talk to Arias. He wants 575, so we should be able to offer him 550. Yep. Okay. So let's see what we can get for Gilliam and Beretta. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Absolutely nothing. Wonderful. Okay. That's not where I wanted to go. Why did my mouse do that? All right, so Hamilton. Yeah, we'll bring Hamilton back. It's fine. $1 million. All right, Jose Ojeda. Does anybody want him? Because we may just end up DFAing him, or non-tendering him, rather. Nobody wants him. What if we retain half? I mean, I don't want to retain just to retain. I mean, I'd rather just, yeah. All right, well, that's fine. Withdraw the offer to him. That frees up a bunch of money. So I think we can bring back. Gilliam's not interested in talking to us. Mangum, I think. Let's do that. I keep going to the wrong button. Let's do this. Let's go to pending offers. Free agents. Pending offers. And let's withdraw this offer. Beretta is elite defensively, but so is Mangum. And Mangum's a better hitter. So I think we're going to stick with that. So let's see, what do we have to do now? I think we just need to delete all of these. Let's see if there are any free agents that are out there right now. Maybe some international guys or something. Like, doesn't look like it. Yeah. I just wanted to look. You get some, like this guy, Petro Hugiven. He's 25 years old. Good stuff's not really developed yet. Now Kevin Heinrich is an interesting one. I mean, if we can just sign him to a minor league contract, that's fine. If he develops, he develops. When he's full, yeah, I mean, he's 25. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't want to give him a major league contract. He's not ready for the major leagues. All right, so let's see. Is there anybody we know with what we have coming up in the minor leagues, and there was also a free agent that I talked about last episode that I was really interested in. So let's sim ahead a day and see if there's any interest in Mr. Senzel. It's not a huge contract. I mean, $5 million. Yeah, I mean, I knew there was going to be some offers because that's a really not a bad contract. And this is where I wouldn't necessarily be averse to picking up a reliever for him. Well, I guess quickly, let's look at our lineup. So if we take Senzel out, I don't want Laureano in center. I'd prefer Laureano in right. which means Waters would have to learn left. Third base. Yeah, I mean, I still think we're void of some talent offensively, so I don't want to. Do we trade Cowser? I mean, he's still young, still has some potential. I would almost rather. Yeah, seeing Waters is just as good. So who's better, Waters or Cowser? Because I don't think I can carry them both. So Cowser, better contact. Waters, better gap power, better home run, better eye. Cowser, better avoid K. Waters is the better base runner. And defensively, they're comparable, except Cowser is better in left and Waters is better in right. I feel like Waters is the better player. So what happens if we do this? What sorts of offers can we get here? Looks like a lot of the same. I mean, they can only offer 5 at a time, so it's potentially there are other players. These are the ones that are showing up. Noah Song wouldn't be a bad addition. Hicks from the Indians. Judd Fabian. Put up 2 WAR last year, 3 WAR the year before that. He's got a good bat. Old friend Trevor Larnach, who hasn't hit in 2 years since we traded him. Karinchak. All right, so it looks like mostly relievers. So I want to pull this same list without relievers. Ooh. Patino, and then he signed for the next 2 years at $12 million a year. That might not be a bad option. I want to go back and I want to look at prospects. Although I like that Patino deal. So I may actually pull the trigger on that one. Yeah, prospects, nothing any good here. And what if we just look at batters? Is Tampa willing to give up a third baseman? Because maybe we can do Willie Adames, who's not really a third baseman. So let's do this. Let's take him out. Let's go back here. Oh, they got Wander Franco at third. Right. I mean, I would love him. No players that can make that work. All right. Biggio wouldn't be bad as a backup, kind of all over the diamond type of player. So will you... Yeah, see, that's just his contract for this year, though. Well, wait. So his contract... Bring back Shirt and Apostle. I like Patino. Our available money would drop by $7 million. Wow, Ojeda has like negative value. That's crazy. So I mean, we could give up Biggio too. I have no, like, I'm okay with that. Ovales? Ah! My mouse is all sticky here. All right, so they like him. He's fragile, so I don't want him. Man, they got some good young pitchers on this team. But I guess that's what you come to expect with Tampa, right? All right, so we can get Taj Bradley. And he's good, but I don't want to give up any of my young players for him. Do you have any third base? George Bolko? Yeah, Shoemaker's really good. I don't want to give up any of those players. I certainly don't want to give up any of those players. He's a terrible third baseman, though. I think we do this. Senzel and Kauser for Patino. That eats into our available money a little bit, but I think if we look at our front office and our salaries, so Ojeda will be gone. Lowe, I need to release, make him go away. Yeah, so Guerrero is the only money that's really pending. We'll move on from Ojeda. So moving Ojeda and Senzel really means that Patino's not going to cost us anything. So I'm going to do that. Wait, did it not go through? It's in ahead of day. What happened? What? Fine, you want Luis Guerrero? I'll give you Luis Guerrero. I'm not sure why all of a sudden that didn't go through, but that is fine. I will give you Luis Guerrero. He's a 2-star. Where is he? Right there. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Sim ahead until they give us the okay. All right, accepted. All right, let's complete the deal. And they are not happy that we let Nick Senzel go, but that's fine. And that's actually something else that I'm going to have to deal with is our fan loyalty is now down to a 79. Because we've had a couple of really bad seasons in a row, so we need to be better this year. But with Patino in there now, that allows us to move Then out. If we have injured players, we can get McCade Brown back in there. So how long is he out for? Another 4 months? All right, so next year we'll be looking at Little, Patino, Jackson, Brown, and Burns with some other potential development, and that clears up some space offensively. Now we can have Waters in left, Laureano in right, and then if Large continues to develop, he'll be our starting center fielder. But there is a name that I want to go after. I don't know that we're going to have the money to do it, so we'll just sort of have to see what happens. But let's sim ahead and let's look at the awards. Doval and Taylor sign. I don't think we're going to get any fan interest bumps from any of the players that we offered contracts to. We'll see. We might. AL Gold Glove winners, you can see him here. Stroman, Vasquez, Dueñas, Fletcher, Arenado, Mondesi, Perot, Kime, Boz, and Michael Ciani in the NL. Fried, Realmuto, Hosmer, Allen, Brian Anderson, Lindor, Carlson, Pache, and Harper. And one of those names is one of the players I'm hopeful to go after. Gerhard Bottenball, the reliever of the year in the AL, and in the NL, Steven Wilson. Patrick Murphy finished third. Platinum Stick, Gold Glove, or Silver Slugger, whatever you want to call it. Adley Rutschman, Nolan Jones, Christian Arroyo, Rendon, Bichette, Bowers, Robert Rodriguez, and Micah Pries as the DH. And in the NL, Soroka, Bart, Bohm, McNeil, Perdomo, Tatis, Soto, Brennan Davis, and Acuna. Rookie of the year in the AL, Albert Scipione, 42 home runs. And in the NL, oh, come on, Justin Yurchak. I guess it makes sense. He had 330 with 46 home runs. But we had Manzardo and Marte finish 2 and 3. Lou Frazier, manager of the year in the AL. And in the National League, Jace Tingler of the Padres. Cy Young Award winner goes to Dylan Cease of the White Sox. And in the NL, Noah Syndergaard, 12 and 5, 2.45. And the MVP. In the AL, Anthony Rendon wins the MVP in the American League for the World Series champion Los Angeles Angels. And in the NL, it is Alec Boehm of the Philadelphia Phillies. Interesting. Okay. Do we have anybody on this list? We did not. So let's go ahead now and sim up to free agency. See if we have enough money to make a run at that player that I'm interested in. So this is an important offseason. You know, the fan interest is dwindling a little bit. It had been at 100 for the first couple of years. It's down to a 79 or whatever it is now. So we need to either do something this offseason that bumps that fan interest or gives us, or we need to have a better year next year. And I think our pitching staff is already set up better, having Patino there locked up for 2 years at $12 million with 4 other pitchers who are making the league minimum. So Gilliam makes it, so they all make $1 million. So I think we won all 3. Yeah, we won all 3, so that's great. And we could have offered them less than that, honestly, had they been interested in talking to us. So any international prospects? And this guy's he's not very good. I was gonna say he's not terrible, but he's also not very good. He's not bad, but I don't want to get into the same situation with him that I got into with Ojeda, where I couldn't trade him. All right, so nobody really there. Robles, Carlson, Fried, DeJong, Arenado, Brantley, Vaughn. Wow, a lot of big names on this list. All right, let's take a look, and let's see what we have. Let's see what we have for money. So we have $26 million to spend. Let's look at batting ratings. And let's go to default. All right. So the player I was looking at was Dylan Carlson. And you can see he's just an absolute stud. 4.5 WAR this past year, 6.5 the year before that. He is a Gold Glove left fielder, but he wants more than I can afford. I could find the money. I mean, I could, make this work, but I don't want to sign him to a 10-year contract. Is Arenado an option? We need a third baseman. He's an elite third baseman. I bet we could get him because he's 34. Yeah, we could get him for like... would he be interested in this? No. Okay. We could make a run at Arenado. Buxton, he's wrecked, though. I would love to bring in Carlson. Let's look at pitchers. There were a couple of, this guy, Carlos Hernandez from Kansas City. All right, well, first of all, we're going to go here, and we're going to offer him $1 million because, come on. It's just ridiculous. Nick Anderson, no. Okay, I'm fine with offering Romero $1 million. Yeah, there really aren't a lot of pitchers here other than Hernandez. And what is his injury proneness is normal. I don't think we spend our money on pitchers. I think we have enough young pitching talent on the team and in the system that I don't think we need to spend our money on pitchers. We'll keep an eye on this guy, see if his demand drops, because he's the kind of pitcher I'd like to make a run at. So let's go back to batters. So Carlson fits more into our plan in terms of age. Arenado's probably a better fit because we could get away with Laureano, Waters, and Large as our three outfielders, with Mangum backing them all up in as the backup. I just want to do this just so I can see what it looks like. Set possession to left. All right. So, yeah, we could get away with what we have, but do we want to? I guess is the other thing. Because right now Compton is our... I don't know. Is Compton our third baseman or is Biggio? Biggio can't play third anymore. So let's do this. Let's see if anybody's interested in him. Can we get a pitcher for him? See if we can get a bullpen arm for him, maybe. Okay, so we can. Excuse me. We can get some pretty good ones from the looks of it, at least from the teams that are interested. Sheffield, no. I'd be okay trading him to Tampa. Michael Mercado. Seymour is a minor leaguer who hasn't gotten a shot. Or do we go after Ricardo Sanchez? I kind of like Sanchez. I think we do this, and then maybe we make a run at Arenado. That wasn't the plan, but this will free up, $5 million or whatever. If we get them to eat it, no, they can't. Oh, come on. 10%. All right, so we make another... We save $128,000. Can we get a prospect back as well? Just a bullpen arm. Just looking for some bullpen help. Wilney Moron. That's just an awful name. I'm sorry. Okay, so you like that. You like him. No times 1,000. What about Jairo Vasquez? Okay, you want Medeiros. And I don't want to give you Medeiros. Right, it's all just about maximizing the return. It's all just about maximizing the return at this point. And maybe that's it. Maybe that is the return, and that's fine, but Chandler? No. Dylan Cruz is probably too good. Yeah, they really like Medeiros. Okay. All right, I think I'm fine with this, unless they're one of these last couple players is... No. Okay, I'm fine with that. So, Biggio was a leader. What does that do to our... So our fan interest is a 78. So we bring in Sanchez, who will help our bullpen. So now, now Compton's our starting third baseman, and he's not really a good third baseman either. So I think the move is Arenado. As much as I would love Carlson, Arenado's still only 34. All right, so 4 years at $24 million. He'll take that. What if we change this to a team option at 3? Okay, so he doesn't want. Excuse me. He doesn't want. All right, let's try this. All right, I'm fine with that. So 25 for the first 2 years, then 22 for the next year. Take him till he's 38. It's probably not a great deal in that last season, but if we can sign Arenado to a 4-year contract, that's going to get us that fan bump. He's a captain. He's elite defensively at third base. He's almost a lock for 4 wins. He's been at least a 4-win player every single year of his career, except for the COVID year and then his age 22 and 23 season. So doesn't leave us with a lot of money left, but that should bump fan interest and help us. So I'm going to sim ahead now to the winter meetings, and we'll see if there are any deals to be made at that point. So I will be back in just a minute. All right, we're back. We're at the winter meetings, and we did sign both Nolan Arenado and Fernando Romero, and that's bumped our fan interest from a 78 to a 91. So we're at the winter meetings now, and we have some stuff that we need to do. So Arenado immediately slides in and becomes our starting third baseman. It means Compton's going to back up at third and first this year. I want to send him down so I can get an accurate depiction. So Mangum will back up at all 3 outfield positions, so we don't need another outfielder. We need a backup infielder, a backup middle infielder. We're putting a lot of our eggs into the Jody Large basket right now. I'm hoping there's some development here over the next couple of months. He could defensively play in the outfield right now, but I would love for him to get one more season in the minor leagues. We don't have an infielder that is ready to go yet. We've got some players who are on their way. Nobody who's quite ready to go. I mean, I guess Maldonado for now, but he just can't hit. Let's look at the trade block. Let's look at the trade block, which is over here. Nico Horner. He's making $9 million. But I need a backup. I don't need a starter. That's the thing. Mondesi, again, I need a backup. I don't need a starter. There's old friend Danny. No, not Danny Jansen. Carson Kelly's a free agent, is on the trade block. He's so good. I developed nicely in this one. Yeah, there's nobody. I'm not. Kike. Kike is available. He's making a lot of money. Anybody interesting there? All right, let's look at the free agency. So we have just a tiny bit of money left, so we can't go after any of the big names. But there might be a backup middle infielder here like Luis Guillorme. He wants to be a starter, but he's not really a starter anymore. Very, very good defensively. That might not be a bad option. Victor Robles. He's fragile. If he wasn't fragile, I might, maybe say we take a 1-year shot on him. Yeah, he wants like 7 years or something. There's Beretta. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. Polanco, he wants to be a starter too. I think what we're going to do is see if we can find that player in the Rule 5. I mean, if we have to go with Maldonado, I will. I mean, he's not very good. He can't hit, but I don't really need someone who can hit in the middle infield. I need someone who can field in the middle infield, and he can do that. And he has hit in Double-A, so, maybe he'll out-hit his ratings. I don't know. Oh, and Dylan Carlson signed with San Diego. And it's a reasonable contract. It's one I probably would have been okay with. 8 years, $191 million. But he is signed for 8 years, so he'll be 35 by the time that expires. So, anyway, they get themselves a very good left fielder. Hernandez is still out there. I mean, hopefully his demand continues to drop. Has anybody made him an offer? No one's even made him an offer yet. So, maybe. We'll see what happens. See if he stays out there. Yeah, I don't really... Hey, Song Kim, how is he right in this... Looks to be pretty good, but he wants a ton of money. All right. Okay. So we're going to go up to the Rule 5. And then we'll do Hall of Fame. We'll do Hall of Fame voting if we get another pause here. Otherwise, we'll do Hall of Fame voting at... Victor Robles signs with Minnesota. Okay? So they replace Buxton with Robles. Matt Barnes signs with New York. Ojeda signs with Cleveland for $7.3 million. So Hernandez still hasn't gotten an offer. Okay. Let's make sure that we have everybody on our 40-man that we want on our 40-man. We're going to start adding some people now. Some of our players are starting to get up there where they need to be added. I think all of the players I want to add have been, though. There's nobody there. Nobody. How's Johnson doing? Yeah, he's never going to be that. You think he'd be a backup middle infielder? I think that's going to be about it, and that's fine. All right, so let's do Hall of Fame voting first. Beltran for sure, Beltre for sure. We'll vote for Cano. Vote for Helton. It's up to his 8th year. I don't think he's going to get in. Vote for Hunter and Jones. I am a sucker for a good defensive center fielder. Vote for Mauer. Vote for Pedroia. He's not going to get in, but we're going to vote for him. We'll vote for Manny. He's not going to get in. And we will vote for Ichiro, who looks like he's going to get in this playthrough. He's at 63% in his second season. All right, Rule 5. So we're picking where? 13th. That is fine. Let's go up to our pick. All right, so let's just start with pitchers. So Alec, whoa, okay. Curveball, live fastball, above average, good strikeout. Develop into a reliever who can pitch well in high leverage innings. Braxton Cotton game. Wow. Most consistent pitch to plus fastball, 2 pairs with a forkball. Stuff should play well once he's finished developing. He's great command of his pitches. Jackson Jobe. He's a starter, man. Jackson Jobe is a starter. I want both of them. Let's look at batters and see if there's a batter there that we want badly. I may go against the grain here, and Colton Cowser's on the Rule 5. In the Rule 5. Okay. I may go against the grain here and pick ourselves up a couple of pitchers in the Rule 5, which we almost never do. Just making sure there are no 2.5-star bats here that blow me out of the water. Lang's a pitcher. Jackson Merrill, pretty good first baseman. Jaden Melendez. We don't need any more catchers. He hasn't developed for the he's with Jacksonville now, or he's in the Aces organization now. Didn't develop with the A's like they probably would have liked. Yeah, nothing really here. Diego Velasquez, good defensively. All right, so let's go back to pitchers. So I want them both. Jobe's only 23. I feel like he still has. My guess is they'll both be there. So I think what I do is I take Cotton game first. And Jobe is still there. Okay, so we'll take Jackson Jobe too. All right, now let's just go back to batters and see if. I don't think we missed anything, but we will take a look. Cameron Cawley. He's okay. He's not very good defensively. Baez is okay. Junior Sanchez, meh. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the 2 picks we made. I like that Rule 5. That was a good one. Pick up a couple of young pitchers, which if they develop is going to... Mason Wynn was out there. Wow. Yeah, I would have jumped all over that. In fact, they don't want to give him up. All right, so that's going to be it for this section. So I'm going to go ahead and sim ahead now to the beginning of the year, or the end of spring training, I guess. And we will set our rosters, and maybe we play opening day. I think maybe we will play opening day. So I'll be back end of March, beginning of April. Hang tight. All right, guys. We are back. It is a day before opening day. A couple of injuries. The main one, Patrick Murphy, out for the year. Yeah, nothing more to say. Tommy John surgery. He's done for the season. Player development. So Romero we signed, and his numbers, his ratings immediately dropped. But I'm hoping that it's just a spring training thing. Isaiah Jackson got better. Jobe got a little worse. Oh, Jobe got a lot worse. Okay, well, we're going to just go ahead and say goodbye to him, and he can go back to the Red Sox. Cotton game got better, so that's a decent pickup. Jensen got better. Got a lot better, actually. Galiz actually got worse. Mangum got worse, but as long as he's still good defensively, so we're okay there. Arenado, the offense is starting to drop a bit, but I mean, we knew, right? I mean, that this was primarily for his defense, and if he can be league average offensively, then I'm okay with it. But again, it's spring training. I'm not really concerned about. So it looks like Large did get a little better, so we're going to throw him to the Wolves here and see how it goes. So we have 35 players. Oh, we also, Noel V Marte is out for a week and a half, so we're just going to leave him on the roster and kind of work around him. So we have 21 pitchers on our big league roster, so we need to trim that down. Halverson, De Los Santos can both go down. Brendan Beck. I think Gilliam is done. Yeah, I think Gilliam is I think his time with us is done. Marcelo Perez can go down. Gilliam, we will DFA. 16. Gilbert wasn't good, so we're going to send him to AAA. 15, so we got to send 2 more pitchers down, huh? I guess Kalish will be one. And the other will be whom? Curtis Taylor, I think. Yeah. We can't, so we got to DFA him. That's fine. All right. So our rotation is as listed here. Little, Patino, Jackson, Brown, and Burns. It wants Then as our closer, which I'm okay with. Fernando, let's see. So it wants... let's do this. Let's clear the pen. So I'm okay with Then as clear the pen. So Then is the closer. Let's do it like this. I think Romero as setup. We'll go Cotton Game and Doval as our middle relievers. Have a lefty-righty thing going on there. So let's go over here and then back just to see how it's sorted up. All right, so that leaves us with Ramirez, Hamilton, Fuentes, and Sanchez. So Fuentes will be long relief, emergency starting pitcher. Sanchez will be middle relief and specialist. And then Ramirez will be long relief as well. And Hamilton will be middle relief. All right, bullpen's not as good this year as it was last year, I don't think. Although, their numbers suggest otherwise. McCade Brown looks like he's bounced back nicely from the injury. He's ready to go. Isaiah Jackson didn't have a great spring training. We'll remove the pitch count. I don't care. Let's just let these guys go and see how they do. So Little, who got better again. Little, Patino, Jackson, Brown, and Burns. Then is our closer. Romero, Doval, Hamilton, Cotton Game, Sanchez, Ramirez, and Fuentes. All right, that's fine. So that leaves us with 27. So I think we only have to send one player down. And it's going to be Jensen for now. He'll go down to AAA. So we're going to be without Manzardo and Marte in the first game because Manzardo still has his suspension he has to deal with. So let's clear the lineups and let's look at batting ratings. All right, so who is our leadoff hitter? I think it's going to be Large against lefties or against righties. Let the kid go. Arenado will be our number... Our offense still isn't great, but that's fine. Arenado will be our number 4. Waters will be our number 3 and play left. Stupid me didn't give him any time in left field. Marte will bat second and play second. Laureano will bat fifth and play right. Galiz will bat sixth and catch. No, Manzardo. He did get better. He did actually get significantly better in the offseason. Excellent. So we'll do this. Large, Marte, Waters, Arenado, Manzardo, Laureano, Galiz, Arias. Which means on opening day, we're probably going to be starting Sabato. No, because I want Compton as the backup first and third baseman. And Mangum as my backup outfielder. I don't need Waters backing up. This will give Magnum some playing time. And Maldonado will be playing second. All right, so let's copy that. Let's paste it in here. And what changes do we want to make against lefties? I mean, he's still okay against lefties. He's not going to draw a lot of walks. I don't know that he is necessarily the right guy to lead off for us. Maybe Galiz. Let's try leading off our catcher and see how that goes. We'll move Large down to seventh. Let's paste that. Are there any other changes we want to make here? I don't think so. The rest of our lineup is fine against lefties. Compton. What is going on here? Compton. Yeah, I think we're fine with that. So let's go to right-handed versus DH. Let's paste the lineup. And Compton will be our DH. We'll move him up. Let's set the depth chart. It's lefties. Let's paste. We will make Galiz our leadoff hitter. And we will get Compton out there as the DH. Okay, I think our lineup is set. It's still not a great lineup. It's better. I think it's going to be better this year, adding Arenado in there and watching Large grow, and then our pitching staff should be better too. So let's get up to opening day. Let's see if there's anybody on the waiver wire, and we'll go from there. All right, so they think we should play 500 ball. Top 100 prospects, we have nobody. It's because a lot of our prospects are up with the big club now, but we are, where are we? 16th. We got Large and Cantero, and that's it. And Cantero's starting to dip a bit. All right, so we're going to be taking on the Mets here on opening day. And I am good with playing that game. So let's just quickly look and see if there's anybody on the waiver wire of interest. Amaya, I don't want to pay the money though. Bracho, meh. Not really. What about pitchers? And he's not bad, actually. But not significantly better than what we have. So we'll just stick with what we have. I'm fine with that. All right, so we're going to play opening day. We're going to be down our two of our best hitters, but Jody Large, I got to put him on the 40-man. We're going to be down two of our best offensive players, but you know, what are you going to do? So for them, it will be Brandon Nimmo leading off, playing center, Jeff McNeil at second, batting second, Francisco Lindor batting third, playing third, Adrian Hernandez batting cleanup, playing left, Dom Smith at first, batting fifth, Conforto out and right, batting sixth, Ronnie Mauricio playing third, batting seventh, Francisco Alvarez doing the catching, batting eighth, and Dinelson Lemay coming over from the Padres in the offseason, 12-5, 2.79 ERA a year ago. And for us, it's going to be Large batting leadoff, playing center. Kelvin Maldonado will bat second and play second. Drew Waters bats third and plays left. Arenado, cleanup hitter, batting fourth at third. Laureano in right, batting fifth. Compton gets the start at first for the suspended Manzardo, will bat sixth. Jesus Galiz will bat 7th and do the catching. Gabriel Arias will bat 8th and play short. And Christian Little, 11-13, 3.86 ERA, will get his first opening day start for the Blazers. So it's going to sim all the way through the game again because I'm dumb. All right, well, we'll just let it do its thing then. I'm not going to play. We'll just watch. So Nemo grounds to short. 1 away. McNeil now. Ground ball to first. Compton takes that one. 2 up, 2 down. And Francisco Lindor hits a fly ball out to right. Catch is going to be made out there. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Little. Good start to the season. Jody Large with a gapper to left center field. So the drafted in the first round last year takes the 1-0 pitch to left center field for a leadoff double. Now we'll bring up Maldonado. He strikes out. Here comes Waters. Ground ball to first. That gets Large over to third. Here comes Arenado. He's hit by the pitch. And Laureano now. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. So there you go. 1-0 lead in the first. Ramon Laureano with an RBI single. Pass ball will send runners to second and third. So a single here could bring in 2. So big opportunity for Compton. And he hits a fly ball out to left field. That's going to be caught, but we do get on the board. We are up 1-0 through 1. All right. 3-2 pitch to Hernandez is grounded to the pitcher. Little gets him there. 2-0 pitch to Dom Smith. Hit down the left field line for probably extra bases. So a 1-out double for Dominic Smith. 2-2 pitch to Conforto. Hit in the air to right. Laureano's going to make the catch out there. No advancement by the runner. And the 1-2 pitch to Mauricio, grounded to second. And we retire the side. So we're up 1-0 after an inning and a half. Galiz grounds to third, 1 away. Arias now. Fly ball out to deep center field, but Nemo's going to make the catch out there. Or Nimmo. Is it Nimmo or Nemo? I don't know. And Little will bat here and strike out swinging. So top of the third, we're up 1-0. Alvarez is hit by the pitch. LeMay will lay down the bunt. And we're going to get the lead runner. I was hoping we could turn 2. Nimmo pops up on the infield. It's going to be out number 2. And McNeil now. Ground ball to second. Short way to short. And we're through 2.5. We still have a 1-0 lead. Large strikes out this time. Maldonado. He strikes out. And Waters. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the fourth. Lindor out to right, and I think we're tied. Yep. Francisco Lindor with a home run in the fourth to tie this one. Hernandez, ground ball to short. 1 away. 0-2 pitch to Smith. He doubled last time. Strikes out this time, and 0-2 pitch to Conforto. He strikes out as well. So the Mets do tie it on a home run by Francisco Lindor. Here comes Arenado. Hits a fly ball to left, and I think we just retook the lead. Nolan Arenado into the left center field seats. 375 feet, and we are up 2-1. Laureano to right, and we just went back-to-back. Arenado and Laureano back-to-back, and we're up 3-1. Here comes Compton. He's hit by the pitch. Galiz now. Fly ball to left. So that was a nice counter punch. Arias to center. It's going to be caught out there, and that will bring up Little with 2 outs. And he strikes out. So we retake the lead. We're up 3-1 after 4. Here comes Mauricio. Little with his 3rd straight strikeout. Alvarez goes yard, and it's 3-2. So in a ballpark that doesn't give up a lot of home runs, that's 4 home runs. And the pitcher gets a base hit, because of course he does. Nimmo hits that one to right. Laureano's going to make the catch out there. 2 away, and that brings up McNeil. And he singles to right. So runners at the corners with Lindor up, and they walk him. Here comes Hernandez, pops that one up. Catch is going to be made there. So through 4.5, we're up 3-2, so they do pick up a run. We come back to Large at the top of the order, and that's a base hit to right for Jody Large. So the rookie, 2 for 3 in his big league debut. Maldonado's going to get a ground ball on the infield, and they don't turn the double play. They get the lead runner, though. He does steal second, so there you go. Ball goes into center field. Maldonado's going to hit third, so getting it done with his legs. That's nice. Base hit to left center field by Waters, and we are back up by 2. Arenado homered last time. Walks this time, so he's been on base 3 times in his debut. Here comes Laureano. Strikes out, and Compton hits a fly ball to left. So we get our 2-run lead back. So the Mets score a run. We get that run right back. We go to the 6th up by 2. Smith hits a fly ball to center. Catch is going to be made out there by Large. Rio pitch to Conforto is a ground ball on the infield. Little has it. 2 away. 1-2 pitch to Mauricio. Strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down in the 6th. And we bring up Galiz leading off here. Ground ball to third. 1 away. Felix Pena comes in to face Arias. He's out. And Little will come up again. And he will ground out. So he's going to come out for the 7th inning here. Alvarez homered his last time. He's hit by a pitch this time. 3-2 pitch to Brantley. So 2 on, nobody out. And we bring in Cotton Game, and he walks Nimmo. The bases are loaded. And this is where things start to fall apart for us, I think, as the game is now tied. 2-2 pitch to Lindor. Strike 3. 1-2 pitch to Hernandez. Strike 3. And 3-2 pitch to Smith. Strike 3. So Cotton Game strikes out the side, but he gives up a walk and a 2-run single. So that puts a sour note on a really good game by Little. Anyway, at top of the order, Jordan Hicks against Large. And that's going to be another hit for Large. That's going to get down for extra bases as well. Is that going to be a leadoff triple? Nope, another. So he's 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and a single. Maldonado with a base hit to right. So Kevin Maldonado getting it done. First and third, nobody out. Here comes Waters. So runner advances to second. Arenado now. Ground ball on the infield. Damn. Now we need a hit from Laureano. And we don't get it. So that was an opportunity. We had first and third, nobody out. Second and third, 1 out. And we could not score. So there's another strikeout. Cotton Game still out there. 2 away. And Fernando Romero in to face Alvarez. Strike 3. All right, so we go to bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Compton will lead off. He will ground out. Galiz. It's a fly ball to left center field. That's going to be caught out there. And Arias with a base hit to right. So that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, the pitcher spot in the lineup. Sabato will pinch hit, and he will get a single to left. So first and second, 2 outs for the rookie. Large comes up. And he walks. So the bases are loaded for Maldonado. And he walks. So the bases are still loaded now for Waters. We have a 5-4 lead. And that's a base hit to center. There we go. 2-run single for Drew Waters. And we have a 7-4 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Arenado. And that's a base hit to center. So couple of hits, couple of RBIs for Nolan Arenado in his Blazers debut. And we are up 8-4. Laureano with a base hit to center. That's going to score a pair. And we put up a 10 spot on opening day. 10-4 Blazers. Sandoval will face Compton. And that will retire the side. We go to the top of the 9th, up by 6. Ramirez strikes out the pinch hitter. Here comes Nimmo. He strikes out. And the 2-1 pitch to McNeil. Ground ball to short. And that's going to be an infield single. Lindor now. Strike 3. And we win. So we win 10-4 on opening day. So the only disappointing thing in this game is that Little's line's not going to look as good as it probably should have. As Cotton Game came in First batter he faced, he walked. Second batter he faced, he gave up a hit to, but then he struck out the next 4 in a row. Romero strikes out the only batter he faces to pick up the win. So our relievers pitched 3 total innings and struck out 8. And yeah, I mean, couldn't have asked for anything better out of our new acquisitions. Jody Large, 3 for 4, 2 runs, scored out a couple of doubles. Maldonado even did well. 1 for 4, scored 2 runs, stole a base. Waters had 2 hits, 3 RBIs. Arenado went yard, had 2 runs knocked in. Laureano homer, drove in 4. So all in all, that was a fantastic opening day for your Boston Blazers. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you thought of my off-season move. I wasn't planning on going the route of Arenado, but just too good to pass up, and he's not signed long-term. So again, we got 4 years at $96 million. Let me know what you think of that deal, and let me know how many wins you think we're going to have this year. Remember, we went from 59 last year, or 2 years ago, to 77 last year. Is this the year we break the 500 mark? Do we make the postseason this year? Let me know. I think we're going to end up at around 84 wins this year. That's my guess, 84. You guys let me know what you think. I'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks for your support. Bye-bye.